between gardens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our ADT, our January 2025 ADT. Scary. So January's gone already, and we're a quarter of the way through February. How's your business going? All right, so we're going to get this going, and we are going to obviously be sending this out to guests later on. So, Mandy, without any further ado, can you tell us about how this business works, please? Take it away.
Share my screen, please.
Uh, it's just, yep, go for it. Okay.
Can you see it?
No, not yet.
Oh, no, not yet. Can you see it now?
Nope, not yet. Is available. Okay. Nope.
Not playing ball.
A little Irish guy called Murphy.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, hello. Do you run the same one that I do, Mandy? Here we go.
Is it on?
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks very much. Okay. Good evening, everybody. We are on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. We all have dreams, and I'm sure everybody would like to earn a little bit of extra money, maybe do something towards the education of either your children or grandchildren. Make sure you've got a roof over your head and a nice car to drive. Then we would like the extras in life, like a vacation or otherwise doing something exciting like adventure sport or something. And we can do this with the help of Neolife. Neolife has been around for over 60 years. It's in more than 50 countries, and they have their own scientific advisory board. They have 4 excellent ranges of products. And with Neolife, you got world-class research and publication, and this guarantees that you have the finest, safest, and most effective products in the world. And it all starts with you, and you join Neolife. There are 3 daily success habits. You use the products, change your shopping habits, then you share the business concept and the products with the people that you talk to and see. You also have personal development, and the personal development is extremely important because this enables you to be able to talk to people and to at least tell them about your products. The business is you join Neolife and you have the Eagle team as your support team. Neolife makes sure that you have all the structures in place for your products. You get advertising from your back office. You have everything that you need. When you register with Neolife, you get a business kit, which also enables you to get the products at 20% discount, which is a savings that you can't get anywhere else. To get yourself to qualify on the system, you need to do 100 personal PV per month. And they use personal PV as a point value instead of using a monetary fund because Neolife is worldwide. So it's easier than trying to use the different currencies. And by doing the 100 PV, it would be your own purchases plus any customers that you have. And with the results on the customers, you would earn a commission. You go out because you've now used these products and you found out how good they are. You go out and talk to other people because that's the natural thing to do. And you will find other people that are extremely interested in the business side and in the products. And if you get 6 people to join you and they all do 100 PV, then you'll end up with 700 PV, which would equivalent to around about 700 Rand profit and bonus. And if you taught those 7 people to do exactly the same and go out and find, starting off with 2 people and then teaching those 2 people to find 2 people, that little group would have 700 PV as well. And if you taught the other 6 people, the other 5 people, I should say, to do the same thing, they would all be earning around about 700 PV for their unit. So that would end up being 6 groups doing 700 PV plus 400 PV would be 4,300 PV, which would equivalent to around about 8,000 Rand or more profit and bonus. What more could you want? Now, the Eagle team is your support team. They supply you with materials. There are events and support, and there are added incentives. So, yes, you definitely need to join the Eagle team. The 4 product ranges are your cleaning range, which is economical, powerful, green, and non-toxic. And that's the best way to start because by detoxing your home, you're able to detox your body, and the nutritional range is the best in the world. You also have the personal care range. So you use shampoos, conditioners, shower gels. Instead of going to the supermarket and buying your soap stuffs there, all you do is use your Neolife stores personal care, and then you're on the road to your 100 PV a month. For the ladies and the gentlemen, we all have skin and have to remember that the the Nutrients range is excellent. And if you're trying to get rid of your wrinkles, start early. Don't wait until you're 65 and then decide you need to use facial creams. Remember, if you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always got. But to change, you need to do today what others won't so that you can do tomorrow what others can't. What is your next step? You need to have a desire. You need an opportunity. You need to take action, make a decision, communicate with your host, the person that invited you to this ADT, and talk to them. They will explain this in more detail and give and answer any of your other questions. It really is the way to go. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, Mandy. Yes, if you are looking for a life of freedom to choose your hours, your time, and just to get away and to be able to relax and have a a less stressful life worrying about finances or health, this is something I would highly recommend that you look at, because it will certainly change your life in ways that you don't even understand at this stage, because it has certainly changed my life over the years. And I shudder to think where I would be if it wasn't for this business. Right. Okay, apparently I'm next up with sharing some things. We had a kickoff meeting recently up in Durban, and we were extremely blessed because not only did we have training from our team leader, Charlie Bolton, who, as far as I'm aware, has the biggest individual team in Neolife in the world and is one of the most successful 5-diamond directors ever in the business. But we also got to have a company kickoff that afternoon with one of our SAB members. It was quite mind-blowing, to say the least. So I was asked just to share a couple of little things that I picked up from Charlie, and taking my notes over here. And we need to keep it simple. Don't complicate the business. It's simply a matter of meet a friend, ask them if they would be open to looking at a way to earn some extra money. Don't complicate it. Just keep it simple. Charlie's been doing it for over 50 years. And he's been doing it successfully without any fancy technology, no computers, no social media, or anything along those lines. He talks to people. And I think we're pretty much all qualified to do just that. Then you need to have a dream. But if you don't write down your dream, it stays just that, a dream. So a dream written down becomes a vision, and a vision with dates becomes an action. And then you need to decide to act. You can't just dream. You will never get anywhere if you just sit and dream. You've got to get out of your chair and start doing an action before you can see those dreams coming true. And his comment is, act on faith when God guides, because he will provide. Delays happen in life. I'm sure we've all been caught in queues, stop and goes, traffic lights that are not working, long queues at shops, that sort of thing. Delays happen, but we need to persist and be patient, because those queues you'll get through them, and those delays will happen. You need to be grateful for the delays, and to benefit, you need to share. So when you're talking to people and you're talking about your journey and your story, don't just talk about the highlights. Talk about the tough times that you've gone through as well. Because often people look at you and they go, oh, yes, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and you've had this life of luxury, and you never had any problems. That's why you are successful. But if you share with some of the struggles that you've had, some of the challenges that you've had, but you've succeeded and overcome, you'd be surprised, because people will go, oh, wow, I've got that problem. I think I need to talk to you so I can figure out how to do this. And I was reading somewhere just recently where somebody offered the business, and the person said, but I've got no money, I can't afford to. And he said, that's good. What are you going to do about it? And she said, but you don't understand. I've got no money. I can't look at this business. And he said, that's excellent. I'm glad to hear you got no money. What are you doing about it? And then he told her, I had no money when I started either. I was bankrupt. And today I'm a multimillionaire. Simply because I made a plan. Big borrowed the money from somewhere. He sold some junk, in fact, and got started in the business. And today he's a multimillionaire. So don't let excuses hinder you. Face dead ends. Dead ends could mean the end of your dreams, but you need to maintain faith and trust. And maybe it is a dead end on that particular chapter of your book. But remember, there are other chapters in the book. A book is not just a single chapter. It is numerous chapters. And when one door closes, another opens. And if that door closes, there's probably some windows that you can go through as well. So don't worry about the dead ends. Make a plan and expect deliverance. So life happens, challenges happen. But with this business, you're in business of your own, but certainly not by yourself. And there's always somebody there to help, to monitor, to guide, and to coach you to get you through. Challenges are simply steps in the right direction towards success. And I don't really have time to go into everything that we learned from Dr. Susan Beck, but basically she highlighted a few things that we are needing to look at, and that is that diabetes is an absolute killer at the moment, and we've got the products to share with people with this challenge. I was on a webinar last night, and they were talking about exactly the same thing, diabetes and obesity. And the stats currently are that 75% of the South African population are overweight or obese. We have a huge market to talk to. So don't be stingy with your business. Don't be stingy with your products. We need to save lives, and we can do just that. So thank you. That's me out of here. And now we're going to learn about being a business, and we're going to learn from an experienced business owner, because not only this business, but also a traditional business. Vic, can you tell us about how to be a self-starter?
Yeah, sorry. I'm good evening, folks. I'm being buzzed by a couple of flying ants here.
Yeah,
I
me
don't know
too.
where they came from, but they driving me insane. They're horrible things. As a kid, I think we used to eat them. Okay. Everybody should know me. My name's Vic Bender. Sorry, they put him off. Yeah, I'll get him there. Being a self-starter. A lot of it's been said already. Both Mandy and now Sean have mentioned some of the things that I'll bring up. But the difference is that a self-starter, one of the qualities that you find in self-starters is that they distinguish the difference between leaders and followers, achievers and dreamers. The only difference is that one is a self-starter, the other one waits to be told. In a world right now where the norm is for instructions, somebody will tell you what to do or when to do it. So being a self-starter is very important. It means taking the initiative, and you shine when others are still thinking about it. So there's a couple of points I put down here. And a self-starter is someone who doesn't wait for others to tell them what to do. They identify opportunities. They set goals, which Sean has spoken about briefly, and also Mandy. They identify opportunities. They pursue them with enthusiasm and determination. They're proactive, they motivate, they're resilient. Sean also mentioned that, not giving up, so there's a bit of repetition, but repetition is the mother of all learning. So if you want to develop self-motivation, it's very important, if you want to become a self-starter, if you're not one now, to develop self-motivation. I said before in one of my talks that actually no one else can motivate you really. You need to motivate yourself. If you can read it, you can think about it, you can look at videos, but if you don't actually do it yourself, you don't motivate yourself, no one else can motivate you. So it's a bit of a challenge. So it's very important. There's sort of three very clear strategies in becoming a self-motivator. Obviously goals, Sean mentioned goals, because having a clear, defined goal helps you when the times get a bit tight. You know where you're going, it's written down, you've got a direction, and you can go for it. So it's very important. And the second thing is that I always emphasize quite strongly why when I do presentations. I believe that absolutely knowing why you want to do something is essential, especially this business. And when I say why, it's not just I want to take my next step or I want to become a director. You need to know inside what is that going to do for you. You be very, very clear on your why as to what is going to benefit you, because that's going to keep you going when times get tough. And believe me, times get tough down then, there's no doubt about it. And the third thing is reward yourself in this process for small things. So you've set small goals, obviously somewhere along the line. And when you achieve those goals, take yourself to a dinner or go and do something. Just reward yourself. It sort of keeps your spirits up. Initiative, you've got to take initiative, otherwise you're not a self-starter. It becomes being the first to take action. Identify your opportunities, look for gaps, look for inefficiencies, look for areas of improvement within your team, how you can improve things, how you can improve the overall team, and how can you contribute to the whole thing? So you go for it. Embrace learning. It was brought up briefly by Mandy that you need to educate yourself. The more educated you are, the more you know about this topic, about yourself, about this business, the more confident you become, the more prepared you are to take that first step, to jump in without thinking almost feet first. Just go for it and start small. Everybody waits, I will do it when the time is right, I'll do it. When this happens, I'll do it. That time is never right. You start whatever small. Start with small things, and again, reward yourself. And then resilience. I think Sean spoke about that too. There are times when life doesn't go smooth. So you need to be aware of
some
those
work.
Hello there. And then you would learn from failures. You've got to view all your failures, which we do have, as learning experiences. Learn from them. Remember the lesson, not the failure. That's what it's about. And then stay persistent. You must stay persistent. You've got to overcome obstacles. You keep pushing, even when things get tough. Support. You need to seek support. That's your team around you. That's your leaders. That's the people like John and Debbie and everyone else on this panel. They're all leaders in their own right. Get support from them. Cultivate a growth mindset. Learn that you are getting bigger. You're not getting weaker. You're getting stronger. And then take responsibility. You take responsibility for the good and the bad. If you screw up, fine. Remember it, and you don't do it again. And then, so I say in conclusion, just being a self-starter is about igniting your inner drive, taking control of your journey. It's about being proactive, motivated, resilient. Remember, the world belongs to those who show up and make things happen. So I wish you all, thank you for the time, and may you all find the courage to become self-starters if you're not already. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Vic. Yes, brilliantly put. Because, again, this is a business. It's not a hobby. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. Treat it like a business, you'll be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. So make a decision. If you need some help with becoming a self-starter, chat to anybody on the screen right now. They will help you. Right, now we're going to learn about the tools of the business. As John Melton likes to say, don't be a fool, use the tool. John, you're the most experienced one around here for that. Please tell us about the tools that we've got, and we are running out of time. Not hearing you.
Okay, I was just contemplating the tools we need for this business. And if you have a look at the various things like your whiteboard and you've got your notebook, there's a lot of things that are useful for you as tools. We saw a film last night about a restaurant owner, and he said they've got lots of tools and their equipment in the kitchen, and they've got all sorts of things there. But the greatest tool of any business is you. You yourself are your biggest asset. And I couldn't help thinking that in order, like this film we watch, and I'll give you the name of the film later, we've got a goal for our team to be number one. It's a huge undertaking, but nobody wants to belong to a team which is 10th rate or 150 down the line. Every one of us here can make it to be the best team on the planet. We can. It's a huge undertaking, and Debbie and I just cannot do it by ourselves. It's impossible. Every one of you here on this talk tonight is a leader in itself. I've got to go back to this form again. It started with the person serving the tables, the dress code, the best they were. They were proud to actually be part of this organization. I'm not just pointing in things and looking at myself, but are you proud to actually wear a Neo-Life jersey in public or on an open screen like this where we might have visitors? Or do you have to hide behind your actual normal clothing so you can blend in to the world? And I can't help thinking that in order, and I need your help on this, for you to generate us to become the number one, we've got to have a mission statement and we've got to see why and what it is that we can become number one in this real-life business. It's no good going to Pretoria near the end of the year and you're not even mentioned in the statutes. We were nobody. And I'm just saying this as an insight to myself. Why Debbie and I have chosen that this year we are going to be noted at the summit. We've got the right team. We've got to have the right indication. And I need feedback from every one of you. How can we be better? How can we have better service to our customers? How can we look the part that we are? Each one of you on this screen tonight, you are managing directors of your own incredible multi-million organization. As we are tonight, would you be proud to be sitting at a boardroom table addressing your top executives? And I've got to just have a look at ourselves. If everyone who's individual on this talk tonight and the others as well, they will want to become part of what we stand for. And we've got to have a standard where we can show people that we are the best. We're the best people that can service the customers. We're the best people who can present the invitation in the products. I haven't got much time now, and it's vast. In order for us to become number one, Debbie and I would need every one of you to participate in our vision and our huge undertaking that we want to become number one in the country, at least in Natal. We're going to be going into different meetings with other groups. Are we going to pitch up in our sacks and top khakis and just dress haphazardly? Or are we going to show an image that we are proud of? I want our Osprey team and Vic is the Golden Eagle, but whatever team it is, we are Eagles. And I don't want it to be wishy-washy that when we walk into a meeting, that we're just another person dressed to fit everyone. It's a huge undertaking. But every one of us on this talk tonight, we are so proud of you for just hanging in there. You've just got to give us one more shot. We've got to become the best. If you are the best in your own business, we will be the best in our own team and in the country. If everyone plays their part, doing what you are doing to the very best of your ability, we're going to make this and we're going to crack it. And you know what? We are going to be the best. And when we say, watch the eagles fly higher and higher, we're going to be there. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, John. Yes, we certainly can do this. We are rapidly running out of time. Debbie, can you do a very quick talk on the recognition, followed by Ansi, where we're going to run out of time on you. Debbie?
Really quick. We had a good month, and now we've done another month, so we need to be cracking. right from word go, tomorrow, our goal was to get new customers and get one person started. We got new customers, and the one person that we thought was going to get started keeps putting us off. I can't see you today, can't see you today. But that happens. Life happens. So guess what? You'll be here for February. Okay. I'm not going to go through any of the big things, just that the 500 Club, which you all know is an Eagle team, and you have to be on the chat to get your Eagle team money from your upline and upline director, qualified director. And that is Jenny Potter. She's got 50 Rand. And Rosemary's got 50 Rand. So well done, Jenny and Rosemary. Thank you. That's it for me. Bye.
Thanks very much. Excellent. All right, Ansi, can you wrap it up? Just unmute yourself first of all. And
Yes. Okay.
And a ball of fire.
The event is like always, just Bloemfontein came up the 20th of June to the 22nd. And to close with a motivation closed, as Vic said, I can't motivate you, you can't motivate me. So we've got all the tips from the horse's mouth tonight. So no excuses, we have to take action to achieve and go to our next step. I just want to end off by this little poem. Dear I, keep learning, keep improving, keep going, and keep growing. Thank you very much. Have an awesome, blessed month. Well done, speakers.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, we had some brilliant speakers tonight. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions. Thank you, Jenny Holiday, for producing this and for putting this little session together. People, we've got a mammoth task ahead of us. We've got a lot of hurting people out there, both health-wise and financially-wise. You'll be surprised who is looking to earn that extra income. We have the solutions. Go out, make a friend, talk to them, encourage them, ask them if they would be open to looking at a way to earning some extra income, because we can help and we will help them every step of the way. Thanks, everyone. Go out. Let's make February one of the best months of the year. Take it easy. We'll see you next month.